Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I'm Salwa from School of Human Resource Development and Psychology, Universiti Teknologi Malaysia, Skudai, Johor, Bahru. I'm here to share with you about our research project titled Relationship between Social Support, Emotional Intelligence and Resilience among Students in Malaysian Public Universities. A brief introduction about our research project. What triggered us to conduct such a project is because of a COVID-19 pandemic that happened in the end of 2020 and up to year 2021. The COVID-19 pandemic has a significant impact on our labour market. About 800,000 workers lost their job by the end of 2020, and the youth unemployment rate stood at 8.9% in 2020, which is the highest jobless rate since 2010. The unemployed youth include a considerable percentage of university students. It is also reported in the online news that more than 200,000 graduates are born each year, compared to a highly skilled job supply of only 127,000, which is the remaining, that is over 90,000 graduates have difficulty finding employment due to the lack of job opportunities and the excessive production of university graduates in Malaysia. The scenarios will have a big impact on the employability rate of future graduates. One question: how would they deal with the uncertain situation? Meaning, university graduate must be physically and mentally prepared to face such situation after graduation. And one of the ability that our university graduate student must have is resilience. Resilience is one of the top 3 talents employers seek in graduates. However, local research indicates that youth have a moderate amount of resilience. In a study by Norasma in 2017, a survey of students at the higher education institution discovered that their resilience level was moderate. Therefore, our study seeks to determine the level of resilience among public university students and to examine the relationship between social support and emotional intelligence on resilience among public university students. A brief explanation about the literature review. Resilience is the capacity to adjust to both internal and external forces to successfully adapt to difficult life situations such as adversity, stress, trauma, tragedy, and danger. Resilient people are associated with toughness, self-worth, and achievement. Empirical studies have demonstrated that the role of resilience in enhancing a person's overall well-being. Therefore, it is likely that resilient students can better cope with stress, leading to better quality of life and academic success. Moreover, through practice, resilience can be learned and nurtured. Social support. It is interesting that resilience is considered as a social process that occurs when individuals and their environment converge, meaning to say, social support is a mechanism that can build resilience. Social support is a broad concept that encompasses one's support network, such as friends and families. Findings from past studies have shown that students' academic success is impacted by supportive social. It is mentioned in the literature that young generation who have a strong circle of friends and mates, as well as loving families, seem to be more resilient. Therefore, it is likely that social support influences a higher level of resilience among university students. About emotional intelligence, there is empirical evidence for the association between resilience and emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is defined as self-control, enthusiasm, perseverance, and self-motivation. Gardner defined emotional intelligence as an ability to manage negative emotion. At educational setting, Empirical research supports the idea that students' growth depends significantly on their emotional intelligence. In a study of over 500 university students by Istrada in 2021, students with high emotional intelligence have compassion and a stronger commitment to learning, resulting in academic achievement. Therefore, it is likely that emotional intelligence influences a higher level of resilience among our university students. We conduct descriptive, correlational, and cross-sectional study to answer our research objective. Our data was taken through convenient as normal sampling from a population of public university students located in the middle and south zones of Peninsular Malaysia. A total of 387 students from 6 public universities participated in this study. We reached respondents physically and online through WhatsApp and LinkedIn from January to August 2023. Those who voluntarily agreed to participate in this study were requested to click on a link to a Google survey. Our data was collected using a questionnaire from, like I said just now, January to August 2023. The 7 items of the resilience scale for adults by Friberg et al. Was used to measure resilience. 6 items adapted from the emotional intelligence self-assessment by Paul Mohapel to measure emotional intelligence, and 7 items were developed by Friberg et al. Was used to measure social support in this study. Data was analyzed using the IBM SPSS version 29. Okay, the finding of the study. Right? I will first share about the demographic analysis, which is majority of respondents aged 29 to 35 years old, and more than half of them were female. Nearly half of the respondents had CGPA more than 3.5. 1/4 of the respondents spent around 2 to 9 hours per week on physical activities such as walking and other kind of sports, and more than half participated in non-academic activities on campus. Okay, our finding. Based on the descriptive analysis, we find out that the level of resilience was moderate, okay, so as the level of social supports and the emotional intelligence. Based on the correlation analysis, the correlation between social support and resilience was at moderate level. Also, the correlation between emotional intelligence and resilience also at moderate level. Overall, the descriptive analysis demonstrated a moderate level of social support, emotional intelligence, and resilience. However, it is still important to note that the respondents have a modest confidence in their ability to succeed and overcome personal obstacles. They are somewhat clear about what they want in life. In terms of social support, generally, most of the respondents have a decent bond with their family members and enjoy doing activity together. They also have supportive friends who respect and accept who they are. Respondents also have modest social skills which allow them to establish new and maintain existing relationships. In terms of emotional intelligence, although not large, the respondents are self-aware and in touch with their feelings. They acknowledge their influence on the people around them. They can tolerate and have empathy for the well-being of others. Our result shows that social support and emotional intelligence will correlate to resilience at moderate level. Although not strong, the finding imply that the higher the social support, the higher the respondent's level of resilience. This finding suggests that with a good circle of friends and loving family, university students can appear to be more resilient. The finding of the study also implies that the greater respondents' emotional intelligence, the better they will respond to internal and external challenges. Our finding also suggests that students with strong emotional intelligence will be able to think constructively when faced with difficulties, able to solve problems, and therefore build sense of resilience. Our study produced comparison results to prior research. but our study also have few limitations. First, the use of convenience sampling limits the generalizability of the findings. And second, the association between each variables was not analyzed using the advanced statistical tests. Resilience can be strengthened by both internal and external influences. Therefore, university cannot disregard the importance of social support and emotional intelligence to improve the students' academic and personal success. Hence, our study provides some recommendations to the management of public universities in Malaysia. First is to offer programs that can help students strengthen their emotional intelligence. Second, to expand social support networks in the university community. And third, to incorporate emotional intelligence development within the curriculum. This research project is funded and supported by the Ministry of Higher Education under the Fundamental Research Grant Scheme. With that, thank you.